Yeah, I'll kick it off then. As we let more people, I was going to say, we're letting a few more people tune in. I was going to say let a few more people trickle in, but I feel that might be off taste right now. Well, you made it in illustrious style. If you message me on Discord, I could probably take a look, because I know links are not allowed. Hey, Unstable. So we're about 3-4 minutes into the hour. Not that I have a huge agenda today, because it's a week where a lot of things are going on behind the scenes to make next week. I might have to mute Discord then. Okay. So, TGIF, everyone. My name is Cale, though on site. You probably know me as KF Tiger, as you can see on my profile there. And you've just tuned in to the Friday Civitai Creative Community stream. So welcome. Either you intended to be here, and that's great, or you didn't, and it's, maybe stick it out. If you've just tuned in and you don't know what Civitai is, hopefully you didn't hear about it from an article, but there's been, some pretty good ones that came out. Perhaps you've randomly clicked into the stream or found a recording with a nice title or a graphic that drew you in. We're a very large platform for the creation and sharing of AI-generated art, including images and videos, and tools to make that art. We've got millions of users on site, along with nearly 100,000 users on our community Discord, which you can access at discord.gg/Civitai. So if you're watching this on Twitch or any of our social media sync streams, come check out civitai.com and the Discord. Right now, we're streaming twice a week with our Community Engagement Manager, Ali, streaming office hours updates every Wednesday, and myself doing these creative community streams on Fridays. If you're on Twitch, you can see the times for those booked on the calendar below. And today, I was hoping we'd get all the WAN and Hanuman training, up and running, but there's been a lot of site updates in the last week or two, so that hasn't come quite yet, but I've heard, I can't speak to it fully, that video training is at least partly working now, so I'm definitely going to try that on the weekend. So I'm doing what Tyler did often, which was take a chance to chill out a bit and bring in, one of the regular, not just users, but very engaged in the site, Yurtaku, who's made a lot of different streams. Oh, sorry, reading that. Who's made a lot of models, been involved in the streams, and apparently he's having some network problems, but hopefully he doesn't get disconnected during it. But just for kind of a nice Friday chill stream as we go exploring through some LoRAs, I'll take you through the badge animation that for the May Gold badge and give you some other updates. So bring them on camera. Hey.
Hello. I'm so chill right now.
Yeah. It's a little later for you there, right?
Yeah, it's short past midnight here.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining, and I figure at that point you might either be drunk or asleep, but it looks like you're pretty sober there and pretty awake.
Yeah, just the usual caffeine.
Yeah. And you've been keeping quite busy this week, so I thought, hey, this would be a good one to, you're looking through content, tough content. So, neither of us have really had a chance this week to go look through some new models and say, hey, here's some cool new stuff. So I thought this might be a good one for us to go through.
Yeah.
Kind of a break. Coffee, sure. Yeah.
That's not coffee. That's. Am I allowed to mention trademarks? It's a certain soda trademark, very popular.
Dark dark fuzzy caffeinated, yeah.
Yes.
Definitely not Coca-Cola.
Tough week indeed, yeah.
Yeah, Ali didn't have his stream on Wednesday because there's just been, even this stream was, challenging to put together because there's been a lot on the go.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically at the moment living inside Civitai.
Yeah, we haven't quite got him stuck in the servers entirely, but it's getting there. We got a few more people here. So we can either start by doing some LoRA exploring, but I figured maybe we'd start with a badge, because that's fairly quick, easy, simple, and maybe it could be something, I mean, all the others are making too many badges, but, if you wanted to make a badge yourself or something of a small animated variant like that, because my most recent one was this gold tier supporter badge that we animated and put out yesterday. And, it's, maybe I'm biased, but I'd say it's worth subscribing for that. Plus all the buzz, plus all the other stuff.
Yeah, but that's secondary.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
we all
badge is
know.
where it's at.
Yeah.
So I'll load up where it started from. Like, this is what the original badge graphic looked like. And I don't know if we have the full res versions of the silver or the bronze one, but it's a pretty cool, like, isometric RPG style, voxel style badge. And so this was the gold badge that was designed by Faye. And so part of the tasks of Tyler that I've taken on is taking those and animating them. And I'm not nearly the After Effects professional that he is. Yeah, I was going to see if right-click open would actually bring the full version. Oh yeah, okay, that's nice. So silver, pretty good, but not quite animated. Yeah, these ones aren't compressed. This one is, because I compressed it myself, so yeah, it's quite compressed. So what do you think of them?
Very nice. Yeah, it reminds me of the good old 8-bit gaming days. Damn. Are we really that old?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I think originally when Tyler was more working on these, the options for AI animation were quite limited to, like, animate diff. So I know he had a lot of, can't speak for him, fun or challenge working on those, because you could do kind of the initial animation in animate diff, but then he'd have to go into After Effects and do a lot of work to make it, a little more sparkly, a little more shiny and everything like that. But when I joined on, I'm not nearly the, After Effects expert, nor am I getting or really trying to be that way. But the other good part of that is AI, video animation has come so far along that there's a lot more options to do it. Plus, one of the challenges that usually comes up is, how do we make this loop?
Yeah.
Because you used to just be able to go into your video editing software and try to find that perfect loop, but it's not easy.
Although I think Tyler was always happy how much time he was able to save by the use of AI. Because everything he did before took so long.
Yeah. And I've seen some of the workflows that he did before to get it that way.
Yeah.
So this one was actually, I tried a few different ways, because we have always dangerous, make sure. Yeah, okay, I was testing out some of the stuff. But, on the generator now, we've got Minimax working again. Kling is here. Light Tricks, which I did do one badge with, is pretty good. But we do have Juan and Hanwan now. Though Hanwan doesn't have the image to video model. And Juan does, but it is a little bit limited right now. They are working on putting in the other text to video model as well. Some enhancements on the image to video side. And there is video as well, which I haven't gone too deep into. It's a different platform and a different video generation service. And we're in discussions with them about their newest model, which I've looked and it's actually pretty good. But I won't go too much onto their website or anything yet. So for this badge in particular, I tried a few different ones. I tried Juan, image to video. And I think this one actually just ended up being Kling, just because I wanted the base animation basic. Yeah, that's another API one video. Most
Probably
of them are.
Sorry? Probably wasn't not safe for work enough for one, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the good thing with Hanwan and Wan is that they are both fully working with not safe for work, and I mean, Lightrix as well, but I'm not sure if you can really trust Lightrix. Sometimes a little, you never know what you're going to get. And it is a bit cheating with Kling, but really for this, it's just to get the base animation. I wanted the fire, breathing, and from there, you can work on the further details, of which ended up being likely another way that might be considering cheating, which was to bring it into Sora, which is a great tool. So by bringing, I'll jump on that question. What is today's theme? This one is just a bit chill. Oh, you've already got that question. Good job. You're on it before me. It's kind of a chill stream this Friday because, we've done a lot on the website, but not a lot is visible, of the, new models and everything like that. That's all, hopefully coming in the next week or two. But this one's just going through, how I made the badge for gold this month, doing a bit of LoRA exploring, and kind of having a nice chat with everybody because it's Friday. Who is the other guy? Are you typing an answer to that right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I won't answer that one. I'll let you do that. And yeah, feel free to discuss my mustache if you want. It's doing all right. So going back to that, I brought that first animation from Kling into Sora and had it do a loop, which gave two decent options. I think I ended up going with the other one here. Or maybe the first one. Tough to tell. Yeah. I'm a little, yeah. It's darker where you are, that's all.
Just got less light here. Yeah, into the brother of another mother theory. I mean, I'm here in Germany, and he is partly Germany. So
yeah, at least a third German in there somewhere. Yeah, should get Daz in there too. But anyways, to finish off this one, brought it to Sora.
Yeah,
We've got two animations. The thing is, you've got the white background here, plus you've got a lot of kind of snowflakes in the background, which wouldn't look good on the background. Oh, Daz is here. That's good. So what I've done from there is I've created a comfy UI workflow, which I'm not going to run, but I can show. And I might be spoiling something else here. Oh, that's not the right one anyways. That's an old one. But this isn't actually the badge that's going to the winners. There's a better one. This was my first attempt one. But I made a workflow that just takes the video, and then it does the background removal for each frame, and then it processes it down to the right size, 144 by 144, and exports it out to WebP. That's, pretty simple altogether. And that's how we made the badge. Yeah, maybe I spoiled it, but you can tell this one's not great because it's way too dark and it's a little too flashy. But
yeah.
I could show the other one, but I think you'll have to wait because, that I will.
No. Let's wait for the end of the contest.
How do I get to my profile? I don't even know.
even if it would be
Good navigation. Hey.
Then we would probably try to make another one until the contest is over.
Yeah. Well, I have. There is a better one. So, which brings us to the next point, which is the ongoing Lights Camera AI Action contest. Still don't know the best way to pronounce that. Which was for our launch of Hanwan and Wan 2.1 on Civit, which, text video generations are as low as 100 buzz for 16 by 9, 5 seconds. Not amazing quality, but good prompt adherence. And we've got quite a number of entries so far. I'll link it in the chat. But if you haven't gone in yet to check it out, I do recommend it. Yeah, I've got a lot of blue buzz for testing purposes. Yeah, I can't win this contest, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I somehow win, we can call this rigged. I'll accept that. But here's the static version of the badge that you will get for entering the contest. You know, I don't know the number of entries we have so far, but I think it's upwards of 1,000 at this point. So it's nice to see. You know, this contest is a little bit less about, you know, getting the best out of the tools that you can on your computer. You can actually, you know, this is just for the online generator. It's a little more stripped down, a little simple, but you know, as far as prompting it and getting the right animation, this is a good starting point. Sure, we're going to have more contests and everything on Juan and Hanwan, you know, as we get through getting video training and everything working. At least that's my hope, because I really want to do some video training, but right now I've trained 4 video models and it's been a week and they're still sitting in processing. So there's some hiccups.
Yeah, but 1,000 entries isn't that bad for a contest. I mean, it's video. That's probably limits the amount of entries a bit, but
yeah, it's definitely. I mean, I guess I could probably look it up and find out how many entries previous contests had. But this is a video contest, meaning there's a bit more. Actually, no, there's over 1,000 entries. It's just that 80 of them or so have been rejected. But I know the image contests generally have a lot more entries because there's a lot lower barrier to entry on the cost, which makes sense. This one, you know, it's nice to see that there's over 1,000 entries, and you know, there's some really good ones in there too. Not that I'm looking forward to judging it, because I'm gonna have to go back through all those entries once again. But yeah, so check out the contest if you haven't entered anything yet. At the very least, you know, you can spend 100 buzz, maybe you get something half decent and submit it and get this badge. But maybe you submit something more than half decent in any of these categories: action, horror, romance, comedy, or sci-fi, and you can get up to 100,000 buzz and the animated director's cut version of this cosmetic, which is not this one. This one didn't. Yeah, no, I swear it's still not that one.
Yeah, and it's probably not.
It's
not only about image quality in regards of the winner. I think the creativity, the idea is also what counts.
Yeah, and I mean, it's usually not that I'm, you know, defending it only being online generation. It's not about, you know, limiting what you can do. It's more working within the tools that you have access to. You know, a lot of people don't have a crazy computer that can run Juan plus all the upscalers. Like, I use FramePack a lot myself right now. It's awesome, but it's, you know, definitely not something we can run on site right now. Like, I want it on site for sure. I've used it for quite a few pictures myself. Not whether or not I should go through some, but I guess my settings are all PG-13, so we're okay. Videos. Yeah. So, I mean, one's like my cat.
Nice.
This is Demigorgon one for Schmied's model.
Oh, how cute.
The Lego wolf with a deer. So these are all done with FramePack, which is great. The only problem is that it doesn't really scale for better computers. So it pretty much runs on at least a 6 gig video card, which is quite easy to access, something like that. But any video, like a 5, 6, 7 second video, will take you 20 to 30 minutes to generate. So if we were to put that on the on-site generator, it would tie up a whole GPU for that amount of time, which would end up costing an incredible amount of buzz for a single generation. But I think, you know, I'll link it. He's got his model. I think he posted the model, so I'll share that. So I do recommend checking it out, though, because, Like there's a whole standalone program for it. And I mean, here it is running. I'm not going to run something through and lag my computer the whole time, but it's a very simple interface. We just drop the image, put in a prompt. You can use ChatGPT or whatever to do that. I don't know if you put the link in here. Yeah, okay. So there is actually a ChatGPT built for it. On how to prompt with it. That's something that Ali put together. So I'll link that too. All last streams are about video gens with both themes for people, popular stuff like illustrious training, even a deeper theme like how negatives work. I mean, we are actually going to go into some, well, maybe not illustrious training on this one, but we're going to go into some model testing and have some fun with that. There has been a lot of video emphasis. That's, video is the hot thing. Perfect granny prompts by Ali. Yeah. No matter what prompt you put into this, it just ends up adding granny feet to it.
Yep.
And then it's perfect. Yes. So let's say we, unless there's any other questions on the video side, we can start diving into some LoRA exploring. Any questions before we go into that?
Yeah, Mamizuki had a question. Or some suggestions for future streams.
Yeah. I mean, illustrious training, here, I'll kind of answered a bit of it. But, for illustrious training, yeah, that's definitely something, I know Tyler did a few streams with Shrekman. Those are worth going through. But, as illustrious continues building up, it's definitely something we can, approach having training on that. I do want to do Juan and Hanwan video training. And again, that's video. And then a deeper theme like how negatives work. Yeah, that could be included too. I appreciate the suggestion. There's definitely lots of stream ideas. And I've got content for months and months. I just need guests. And I'm glad you could join. So are there any... sorry?
I mean, the focus is a bit on the video content and in our online generator and on video training, because that's just the current trend everywhere. There are new models every month, basically, and new technologies. So it's just the most dynamic field at the moment.
And it's come such a distance. I mean, you had Animate Diff back in, I think, like August. I think we're pretty close to when Flux was really picking up. That's when Animate Diff, and that was cool because you could make 3-4 second clips, but it took a long time and everything. And these models have come so far along and so quickly, like with Juan and Hanwan and, FramePack, which it's right here. It's actually just a derivative version of Hanwan that generates 1 second clips at a time and connects them to each other. There's a whole article probably linked in here. Yeah.
That's why it's so light on the VRAM requirement, or what?
Yeah, like I forget exactly how they've set this up, but I think because it's doing 1 second clips at a time, it can, using just at least 6 gigs of GPU memory. Thing is, it's not a lot different running a 6 gig from a 24 gig. On-site gen is hard requirement, but multiple plus edited would still be allowed. Depending on what you're meaning by that. Really, for this one, we're just looking for, the base videos from the generator. We're not looking for too much for the editing side or, frame interpolation or upscaling. There's likely going to be, Project Odyssey Season 3 should be coming this summer, and that's kind of like the super production-based, fully edited group type video contest. But I think we'll definitely be having more video contests on Civitai as well. Something more, not just the on-site generation. But yeah, I'll link this in the chat too. But, not exactly toaster computer, but doesn't take much of a computer to run it. And, I've been running it a lot just behind the scenes while I'm doing whatever else. I can still edit videos. I can still do regular work while FramePack's running in the background. I'm not going to do it while doing the stream just because, I don't want to risk something crashing out. But you can also do this and build videos up to 60 seconds. you'll probably have to go, start it, go to work, have your 8 hours, and come back from work. But by then, you might have a good 60-second video. Maybe good. Hopefully good.
Have you tested how well Honyon LoRa's work with this distilled version?
I don't, I haven't tested it, and the standalone version doesn't have any LoRa.
Can you only use it in the standalone version, or
I believe there's a Comfy UI version as well.
Okay.
I just use the standalone, but I don't believe Hanwhan LoRa's work with it. But I think there's going to be a lot to come, just because this is picked up quite popular, because hey, you can actually make some good video on whatever computer that pretty well. I mean, if you prompt it well, it can rival Kling 1.5 or so, or Minimax.
Des, why is everything not working on your computer?
Refuses to boot properly, huh? Are you doing that trimming? They're all here for you.
That's really, really the running gag.
Yeah, I know there's updates. There's some PR set for this, and more is coming along. So I'm excited, because I think FramePack, because it uses Hanwhan, which is a great model by itself, it is something that they can just keep building upon. If they find a version that can scale to a full, 4090, that might be something we can look into putting on site. I think that would be awesome. Like I said, the only reason we haven't looked into putting this on site right now is because the way Civitai charges for video generation and image generation effectively is based off how long the GPU is tied up doing it. So if it gets tied up, 30 minutes for a video, it's going to cost a lot. And that's, don't think anybody's going to want to pay, 5,000 buzz. Totally made that number up. Don't quote that number for, a 10-second video.
Okay.
Juan works better, but FramePack understands more prompts. Yeah, I have seen that as well. I've run one both on my computer and also on the on-site generator. And Hanwhan, slash FramePack does seem to understand more comprehensive prompts better. The thing is, though, is what I've seen with FramePack is that when you're prompting video, you need to talk about what's going on in the background as well. Because if you just talk about the main subject and what they're doing, then the background will end up being totally static. Which, I mean, if we went back through, well, this one would be an example. The flaming background, but some of the people here are pretty static. They wobble a bit, but you could actually prompt them to do stuff too. This is what I mean, the crowd. Cuddling, yeah, probably could. This is close. This one,
almost.
I mean, yeah.
As I'm seeing that, as you mentioned, the next phase of Project Odyssey, are you already throwing around ideas for the next season of?
I mean, we're not supposed to say we're thinking, or no, not thinking. We can say we're thinking about it. Of course, we're thinking about ideas that are the new tech, the new tools, and everything. Schmid and I really enjoyed making the fur fins and felons videos, and we want to do more of it. Are you still there? So Euro may have dropped connection. I'll leave him up for a sec, but he said he has been having network connections, but I don't want to leave that picture stuck. But I'll turn off his camera for now until I see it pop back up. I'll go picture in picture then. Yep, he is disconnected. So hopefully he joins back on, because otherwise it's just me talking. But I see you guys in chat, so we can keep going. The comment on Juan is not choppy. Yeah. Juan works really well with upscalers and like frame interpolation. So that is something we've been looking to add on as well into the workflow for Juan. Because, yeah, some of the videos coming straight out of it do look rather choppy when they're only 16 frames a second, which Juan renders at. It does cartoons, too. The German guy is Uritaku, yeah. I'm the Canadian, but I'm, probably a quarter German. So I did pick out some LoRAs to try out. We'll see if Uritaku can join back on. Otherwise, I'm not sure if anybody else can join in the short time. How about Daz? Do you want to join on? But I picked out a couple of LoRAs, so let's try one of them. How about... Oh, that's not the right tab. Clean Minimalist. Oh, and we do have Engelstein's message, too. Just message me when you can, and I'll see about sending the invite. Looks like you've got some mature images in there, Engelstein. I can only see the one. There's not too much I can do on that. Yeah. Wish I can't do the re-rating right now. I mean, I'll link it in chat. If anybody wants to check this one out, this is Engelstein's new model. But there's this clean minimalist one that came out. Although, I guess it just came out with a WAN version, and it has a Flux version that's been out for about a month. Kind of a nice, clean, minimalist style. All PG-13, so it's fine. Minimalist animation, yeah, so it does have the WAN version, which may not work with text video right now until we get 14B working. Put this one in chat. I don't know if there's something we want to make into this clean minimalist style while we're waiting for whoever might be able to join on. All right, we've got Daz. So let me get this link. Yeah, I mean, message about, or if I can get this working on WAN. Yeah, I mean, I've been waiting for WAN training and HunWAN training to come, fully working. Like I said, I've got a few that have been stuck in processing for a while, and I know there's been a number of failure ones around, so I've just been waiting for that. But I do want to have a stream all about training WAN LoRAs, because there's a lot of really good ones. All right, we've got Daz. Voila. We'll go back to Hey, we got more beard.
I do have a little bit more, yeah.
Yeah. Don't have an intro all done up for you, but do you want to do your intro?
What intro? Hi, I'm Daz.
Yeah. Welcome.
I'm a senior site moderator, just as Uritaku, and I've been here since 2023. And
was it Daz Makes Art?
Daz Make Art.
Make.
Yeah.
This is Daz. It's no longer Eurotaku. We've replaced Eurotaku with a new model.
Replace the German with a Norwegian.
We're going full European.
Yep.
So what have you been working on lately?
Been working on some artsy stuff, some Dark Cry, and a little bit of Cyber Gore when I did the Flux. But I've been generating Flux
cool.
on Civitai because I only have a 4070 and it's still painfully slow.
How many gigs of VRAM is that?
12.
12, okay. So you could run FramePack, except it won't work for you. You were saying in chat before, right? It wouldn't start.
The model will, like, I'm starting the standalone, but it's not actually booting properly.
Yeah, I know there was a lot of things that had to download in order to run. I know it gives me a couple of warning messages when it pops up, but it seems to load. But
I already downloaded all the requirements, but it still doesn't work properly. I don't know why.
Did you try the update?
3-4 times, yeah.
So you've gone through it, you tried. Well, hopefully this...
Yeah.
I know they're working on some updates too, like where you can queue up videos and stuff, so hopefully they can fix some of that too.
If not, I'll just try some other version like Comfy or some
Yeah,
stuff.
You've got the models, you've got the 30, 40 gigs worth of stuff downloaded.
Yeah.
So
Took about 10 minutes.
That's quicker than mine.
In the Norwegian fiber, dude.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So this one is pretty cool. When did you make this? Oh, that was quite late. Quite a long time ago you made this.
Yeah. Pro tip to anyone else out there. Make a special trigger for your LoRA, because Cyber Gore is apparently something that Flux does pick up on that I didn't realize. So it will have some gory in there, but artistic, so it's not too bad. But the redness that you see on the ground on the wolf there, that is very typical of this model to produce.
Oh, yeah.
And it's based on the artist Brock Hofer that made the Hyper-Beast stuff.
Oh, yeah. There's some cool ones.
Yeah, I love this style. It's vibrant, it's poppy, it's kind of nightmarish.
Honestly, it feels kind of nice to look back at Flux right now, because I've been so deep into the video stuff that, that's partly why I want to do the stream of kind of like, hey, we've been so busy and so behind the scenes on stuff. Like,
yeah,
let's look at some cool, fun stuff.
Yeah, I was working on Spider Pig recently. As you can see, I have one video now. And that is the one video that I probably spent 2 hours trying to edit. Not because of the difficulty of the art itself, but because I didn't quite understand DaVinci.
Yeah, I mean, it's still PG, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's I mean, DaVinci's a whole different skill set.
Yeah, but I'm getting there. I have a few more projects lined up. So I'm looking forward to doing those.
Yeah. We scared one viewer with that. So you can apologize to Marmasuki.
I'm sorry.
But Valentine Design seems very happy with it. So there you go. 50-50.
Yeah, like, you realize that all of those funny, like, memes from years ago, like watching The Simpsons and Family Guy, you can make it now. Like the Spider Pig. Like, you can make it now. You have the power.
Oh, we got Yuritaku as well. He's back.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey!
That wasn't as bad of a network outage as last time.
Seriously, German internet.
Apparently Norwegian internet's much better, from what I've heard.
Yeah. And I'm not even in a remote location or something like that. Okay, what did I miss?
Well, Daz came on.
The Spider Pig.
Yeah, we checked out the Spider Pig video on Daz's profile.
Ooh.
Just in time for the brothers reunited. So originally I was pointing out this one, the clean minimalist one. I'm not sure if there's something. It is PG-13. It's fine. The system says it's PG-13, so we're okay. Now I think we're all clones just at different times of the day. It's still daylight here and bright, so I'm still kind of awake, and the other two look a little more like, why am I still awake?
It's nighttime here, but my other negative thing is my light went out, and I still haven't fixed it.
And I've got a green screen, so I can cheat with that.
Yeah, that's always a plus, yeah.
A naked one with a hair one. Who do we want to turn this into? Clean minimalist artwork. What kind of person or character should we try out with this? This is Flux, so a lot are built in. I mean, absolutely just try Bowser, but maybe there's some other ones. Does Scrat exist?
I'm biased towards Shigo from Kim Possible.
Is that built into Flux?
I would assume so, but if not, I always enjoy doing unicorns.
Unicorn. All right. We're blowing some buzz. But apparently this one was originally tagged nudity and explicit female nudity, but luckily they fixed that. But yeah, so this model also has a wand version, which looks quite nice too.
But the one with the guitar is really smooth.
Yeah. So it's done comfy UI.
No, not like that. Not like that.
You're just enjoying your spot in chat. Okay, well, I mean, these are definitely quite minimalist, but didn't quite get the rest of the detail on that. Oh god, I don't want to be the owner of Civitai.
Why do you only do 2 though at a time?
I mean, it costs so much. I guess now I don't have to worry so much about that, right? But
exactly,
Flux still is, fairly pricey.
You're rich.
Yeah, turns out.
Use it
on stream.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, check out the clean minimalist one, but I've got some other ones. This one, I mean, I don't know if Schmid's here, but Walking Pet Lobster. And this one's illustrious. So in case you always wanted to walk your pet lobster, there's now a model for that.
I've also seen a few gifs of a man walking a fish in a leash during some kind of flood. That's always funny.
Yeah, and there was the whole prawn thing before. The good pony.
Is there some story behind? Too many. Is there some story behind this?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Just looks
it's
like
just walking a lobster. So
okay.
What he's got, I mean, he's making a lot of different models. Question: give us some tips for video gen. That was actually the last week's stream, which you can find on the VOD plus YouTube. But effectively, I mean, the easiest tip to prompt video is to go to something like ChatGPT or Claude. It's easiest to ask it to help you make a prompt for something. Like if you say, help me make a one I2V prompt for this, it will. Like, they're all pretty well trained for that. But Schmid's made a lot of different models recently. Asking for Buzz with manners.
Buzz believe.
Pet Demogorgon.
Oh, he's so cute.
That's the one where, yeah, that's the one where my video's from. But, I mean, I won't go through all his, but I'll link his account. Take a look. He's got a lot of different models. Seems to be coming out with 2 or 3 a day, so he's building up to something. This one came up. Techno Digitalis. Somebody got Discord going? Euro, is that you?
I don't use speakers, so
Okay.
Yeah,
Came through.
I just had to mute myself.
Okay. I just thought it was mine going off.
No. So
Yeah. New models don't need
Better.
complex prompts and it makes them worse. Yeah, I mean, depending on the video model you're using, like if you're using FramePack, you definitely want to get descriptive of everything going on. But a lot of the newer ones, Juan can do with just kind of a simple prompt of the motion you want to see. So Technical Digitalis. This is a version 2 model, Flux model by Flak Ferret, which is kind of a, I'm not sure how you'd explain, kind of a noir plus
muted.
cyberpunk noir muted style. Looks really cool. Is there anything we want to see in this style?
I want to see a mecha unicorn in that style.
Trees. We'll take all this out. Keep the directional lighting. Stunning mechanical unicorn robot with directional lighting. Or maybe I should keep that katana in. Let's keep the katana in. And then without. But I mean, the quality is really good.
yeah, kind of reminds me of the Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, like kind of the official artwork from some of them. Still going. So, Daz or Yuritaku. I mean, interesting. Any models you guys have been trying out lately that you want to show? I've got a bunch of other ones, but in case you had ones you want to try it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a pretty cool mechanical unicorn.
Yeah.
That's a W. That's a nice.
It's got the katana. It's not. Well, it's trying to hold the katana in this one still. This one's good because katana's mounted.
Ooh.
It looks like he's being stabbed.
Yeah.
It's
If you turn it up a little, is it going to make it better or worse?
Also, I don't think that's a katana.
You know, it's more like 2. Or that's this one. Creepy pencil caricatures for Flux. This one's Clumsy Trainer. Haven't seen any of his stuff in a little while. It's on early access right now.
Why should I say that? What do you get from that, Mamizuki?
So is there any character we want to make? Or should we do the unicorn again? We're going to stick with the unicorn theme?
Caricature.
Oh, but he didn't set it up. Didn't include the prompts. So can't remix. The horse with the horn? Yeah, let's do it. Unstable
Yeah,
says
Unicorn
Flux
is-
on-site gens have improved gen speed recently. Yeah, so there has been an update, I think about 2 weeks back that increased the speed of Flux gens, and I think as a result kind of brought down the price because it's based off how long it takes to generate. But there was an issue that came up from that where, like, if you use, I'm not sure exactly what the specs were, but certain LoRAs and certain strengths, if you use 2+ LoRAs, sometimes it would give you the striping effect. So that is something that's, I believe a fix went out that helped with some of that, but I think it still exists in some ones. Like, still trying to figure out which LoRAs are causing that or what issues, what's fully causing that. So if you're running into the Flux, stripe issue where images come out looking kind of stripy, let me know. Send me a link to some job IDs, or if you post them, send me the link to the post and we can look into it. Because, it's cool if it's generating a little faster, but not at the cost of, a striping effect or making the pictures look worse. And Stu says it's still an issue. So I think you did send me a post earlier. So I'll pass that on.
But it's only an issue with additional LoRa's?
Well, from what I've tested, when I've tested one LoRa, it seems okay. It's just once you get into 2+, it seems to do more, and then mostly if they're higher strength. Like if you use 2 LoRa's at a low strength, it didn't seem to do much. But if you did, or Flux base is, fine. But once you start getting kind of mixing a couple of LoRa's into the mix, you'd start doing that kind of, I don't know if I don't have any pictures on my profile to kind of show that, but it gives you kind of this look of almost like it got scanned by a high resolution scanner afterwards. So if you're running into that issue, let us know. Send us job IDs or links to your posts and we can look into it, because we don't want that to be the case. If you're playing for Flux generations, they should look fine. Half a year ago, we made a tutorial stream on how to build a model. With this help, I'm on my 70th model now. Well, congrats on 70 models, and thanks for letting me know. Like, it's also hard to believe it's been half a year.
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah, I think my account. Oh yeah, I'm turning 1 in like a week.
Ooh, cake day.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I want to. Thanks for helping push that. Like, I mean, I don't want that to be an issue on the site. Like, I mean, none of us do, but it's something that kind of popped up. I don't think anybody noticed. So we can look at some of the. Oh well, here's our creepy pencil unicorn. I think they came out quite nice.
Wow.
So good job to Clumsy Trainer on that one. Creepy pencil characters for Flux. I'll link that here.
Misuki does do a good point. Do you want to try to animate that mechanical unicorn?
Yeah, which one?
One of the Flux ones?
Yeah, let's. How about this one?
Yes.
I'm going to animate this guy. So pop it into image to video. Now we'll do it with one. But I don't know if your audio died.
Who?
Engelstein.
Yep.
Can anybody else hear this still? Or I'm just.
Rest in peace, audio?
I can hear you.
Okay. So I'm just getting this prompt ready.
Congrats.
Was just an accidental self-mute.
Okay, good.
I kind of want to see him dance and then gallop across a rainbow.
Well, so I've got it in ChatGPT. So if I say, how about this one with the unicorn dancing? This is more built for frame pack, but it should work well for one too. That is going to take, I'll make it 3 seconds. It's going to take a minute to process that.
Yeah. Should probably also try a fighting scene with the katana involved.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. It's
You can try that one. Yeah.
what could go wrong?
Image
Yeah,
to
what could
video.
possibly go wrong with a unicorn stabbed by a katana?
I mean, it's a mechanical unicorn.
Majestic mechanical unicorn. Unicorn grips a glowing katana. That's the right one, right? Don't need that much CFG. Go 5 seconds.
Animal tiger ears on Cave Tiger.
I don't have any.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any animal ears either.
Yeah. I have a big dinosaur mask. That's about it. Because I had a whole Jurassic Park costume at one point. Still got it. Yeah, no. I'm not buying a fursuit unless you guys are paying for a fursuit, in which case I'm going to take the money and spend it elsewhere.
Yes.
But if I should be making some sort of GoFundMe for a fursuit, yeah, sure. Well, that generates. Maybe let's check out another one.
And what about a Giga Chad outfit?
A Giga-chan outfit. I think I just need to go to the gym for that. for a couple of years and do some steroids.
Yeah, it's with those inflatable muscles.
Yeah, I could do that. I guess that's cheating, but yeah. What about another one while we wait for that to generate out?
We are here for AI. We are cheating all the time.
I guess most of the images are hidden on this one. But Dark Fantasy Flux, which came out today.
Oh, that sounds nice.
But only one picture is showing up because I'm guessing the rest is rated R+. But maybe we can make... Oh, there's no... Okay, at least we can do this. Let's get our unicorn in. I don't know why we need the Dark Meower.
You also saw Campsite from Navadaxu.
Unicorn. Shrekman 17. He's got new stuff every day. He makes a lot. But a lot of it can't be shown on stream.
This one is very PG.
Which one? Oh, you sent me something? Oh, no. We're probably going to go a few minutes over. I mean, we're at 4 o'clock now. Or 4 o'clock my time, which I'm sure is, well, what, 1 a.m. now for you? Euro?
It's
midnight now.
It's 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Yeah. I mean, you are
still going.
Same time zone. Ooh, nice.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I prompted the person on it, but it still is pretty good. Yeah, it's just a mechanical unicorn, but yeah.
It's not worse.
She comes included, so yeah.
Free woman included?
All right, we got one.
Ooh.
We got our dancing unicorn. Which, honestly, I think did a pretty good job. Now I'm curious about how the other one's going to look.
So happy.
I'm entering this into the contest. And I'll judge myself.
I'll take 20% credit of that.
Yeah.
You can have it all. I'm going to just send it to you and you can... Oh.
Would be missing metadata, I think.
Yeah. That's, I mean, one issue that's tough. I don't think there's an easy way around is that, like, if you were to post this straight from the generator, it keeps all the metadata.
Yeah, you can post it directly and add me as a collaborator.
Yeah. But I can do that after. But if you save this onto your computer, like MP4 files drop metadata. when you save them.
Mm.
Which is the challenge with that.
Weird.
That's still. Is there any? I'll wait for that one. I mean, it's any. So, is there a model like a Shrekman model you want to see?
Shrekman.
Or is there? Double check. PG-13.
I mean, I shared one by.
How about this? His he just posted, maybe in time for the stream. I don't know if he's here. But just posted his 500th LoRA.
Yeah, just saw that. Wow.
So congrats. If he's here, congrats on that. And if he's not, hopefully you'll see that. That's a lot. So I guess these are characters, I guess. All right, there. I mean, it's nice that they wait until the end. There you go. I mean, absolutely, I'm not going to speak to it too much, but if there's banned content that you feel you're no longer welcome to post, because you can't, because it's banned content, go ahead and post it somewhere else, please. It's got a lot of illustrious styles.
I think he uploaded a detailed painting style as well.
So I just had open.
Yesterday?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty nice looking. Part 1. Yeah, 500 LoRAs is quite the amount. How many do I have now? I've been slowing down. 259. Oh, I'm way behind now. This is quite nice.
And here's me, happy with my. How many do I have? Like below 10? I have 10.
There you go. You hit 10. Good job on 10.
Yay!
I guess I just posted this 4 hours ago. This is quite a nice looking style.
Yep.
I'll post that in chat here. Definitely recommend checking it out. Yes, post ban content on other sites. We don't have to deal with it. Yes, absolutely. That's the direction.
What rumors about Visa? That we have to remove content? Yes. There's a full-on article about it.
Well, I think it struggled to understand what to do.
Yeah.
But it did do something.
Wow.
I think it's being overcharged and blowing up.
Yeah, something like that.
It wasn't able to. I think the other one turned out, well, obviously that one turned out better. Yeah, kind of a light tricks moment. I mean, try this one in light tricks and see what happens.
I thought light tricks moments is when weird words are appearing on your gen.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, yeah, there's Cling. Cling is there. It works. It's 600 buzz. The hope is, with the open source models is that they can exceed, well, they've already exceeded flexibility. Yeah, zoom out.
I would honestly try the standalone one in Cling though, but that's me. I really like Kling.
Yeah, Kling, I mean, she does pretty good with that too. And we're not going to go too much into certain account issues. As we wait for that to go. Sorry?
Ramasuki, I think the wording on that is wrong. It should be blocked by moderation because it's blocked by our scanner, not necessarily by us. But yes, on Discord, you can send any one of us a message and we can probably let you know why it was blocked.
Yep.
Yeah, we're exhausted too. Any other models you guys can think of?
I did link the campsite one.
Would you like that? Oh, did you send it?
I can
a message or
link it in private chat.
Yeah, that works. Campsite for Illustrious. And yeah, the one implementation on the site is pretty bare bones right now, but is something that they're working on. Especially, I mean, as far as the prompting, the LoRA use, LoRA training, frame interpolation, upscaling, etc. Since we're creating a simple campsite background. Yeah, no, I don't own a Lamborghini. I own a Mazda.
I don't have a car at all.
I like this one too. Definitely check it out. I think we'll probably start wrapping up all these. Oh wow, actually the Lightrix one, it didn't go there. Oh no.
There we go.
Didn't totally fall apart. I was like waiting for that Lightrix moment. Didn't quite happen. Yeah, that was, yeah. I kind of prefer the WAN one for that one, but we'll go into, Q&A. If there's any questions or any thoughts, any ideas, or what you want to see on stream moving forward, either both of you or anybody in chat. While we wait for that to go through and start wrapping up.
More videos?
More video-based content?
How did you win Odyssey?
I made a video and entered it, and then they said, hey, you won.
Yeah, but like, what's the creative process with it? Stuff like that.
That one, Schmid and I did a stream on that one before with we went through how we made the Fur Fins and Felons ones. I think that was the second stream. Yep. More Illustrious vids. Yeah, Illustrious definitely has
more frame packs.
No OnlyFans. Yeah, no. Who do I contact to fix your on-site WAN 2.1 generations workflow? Support.
No, that would be hello@civitai.com.
Yeah, you know better.
You've been around longer than I have. You're literally the PR guy.
Am I? Is that my title now?
Aren't you?
They did decide to keep me on, so I'm still going on. Originally I was on for a month, now I'm still on. So I've made it through the first month. Generate videos on Civitai. Did you say there was a way to save videos so you don't lose metadata? Yeah, if you post them, Kling finished. It's smooth. It did a zoom in. It didn't really. Unicorn didn't really do anything though. Kling 2 is quite nice, but crazy expensive. Yeah,
it helps with motion in the image for sure.
Yeah, but in order to keep the metadata when you're posting from it, if you just post it from the generator, then it'll keep all the metadata. If you save it to your computer first and upload it, then it won't. So this will keep, it was made with light tricks, and there's the prompt. But if I were to save that video, and that's just more of a case of, how MP4 files work. Which I know goes normally against what I usually say, which is, hey, don't just post from the generator because then you don't give credit to the model maker. But in this case, that's the way to keep the metadata on it. But you can also add it in after the fact. It's just, not as easy to go in and say, hey, this one wasn't WAN, but if it was WAN, you can add it there. And the prompt and everything, but manually is not as much fun.
I did that with my spider video. I added all of the relevant tools and stuff.
Can you drag and drop a vid from the generator? Probably. No, maybe not. It doesn't seem to want to click and drag.
It used to work.
It might just be my browser. I'm not sure. An idea. Name is Cale, which reminds me of Cale Cabbage. So let's make Tiger Eating Cabbage badge. Hey, if they want to make a badge, or if I can make a badge, I will absolutely. I've made the animation tool for it, so I can make all sorts of badges. But who would want to buy it?
I want to
tune into 10 streams in a row, and then you get the badge. Tie it that way. There we go.
So Engelstein is basically guaranteed to get it.
Yeah. Every time I try to follow someone, it takes 1,000 clicks. Oop, that's the wrong button. Move too fast. Every time I try to follow someone, it takes 1,000 clicks to follow someone. Civitai. I know sometimes when you click follow, it doesn't show, and you have to refresh to see. Because I know sometimes I've hit follow and then it spins for a sec and then says follow again.
Yeah, seriously, usually it takes only one click and then
trust it on the one click.
Yeah.
Don't click it again, because that will probably unfollow.
Yeah, clock F5 several times. How do you propose an idea to me? Am I on Reddit on Civitai? Yeah, you're looking at my profile. If you have an idea, feel free to DM me on there.
And several gen, we have the power to. We also have the willpower not to.
Not to? They're already. This one's not far off.
Yes, that is. That's a beautiful badge.
It's the goatsy heart.
All right. Any other thoughts, questions as we start wrapping it up? We're 15 over, but just want to say, hey, thanks, both you, Taku and Daz. You guys have, I'm going to do all the frilly messages, but, you guys have had a tough job this week, with all the new scanner and everything going through that and the content. So, thanks for what you do on that. I couldn't do it. So, and, thanks for joining on the stream. We should do more kind of collab work like this. I know, Daz, you'd been chatting before about, some of the stuff we're working on. Maybe we can set something more up.
Yeah. I'm still trying to contact someone about that project, and it is proving a little bit hard.
Yeah, you did join at the end there, Pelly. But there will be a VOD and recording afterwards. Are there any plans to resurrect the tagging system?
Did we bury it?
I'm not sure exactly what's meant there. Yep, you're gonna have to go back through the stream to see that. Wait, resurrecting the tagging system. Oh, do you mean like with model tags that don't really connect with anything right now?
If you mean the auto tagging, then
like these tags I know don't actually connect to. Well, maybe it does now.
Yeah.
Image tags for categories.
to be fair, that is not how you spell psychedelic.
Yeah, but lots of people also made that mistake. That is apparently.
Are there two spellings of that?
I think I had to Google that one. I think that was correct. Image tags for categories. I don't quite know that one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys get that one? Or
No.
for these kind of... I mean, message me after. I can see. Don't...
Darth Damon, thank you for that Prime sub, man.
Oh, I can't see that on Restream. Ultra Bionic Dream World. Cool. That's kind of ultraviolet photography and claymation and vintage soft focus. That's pretty cool.
And it's Flux.
Yeah, it's kind of like a realism plus like a cartoon illustration in a way. Here, I'll link it in chat as well. If anybody else wants to check that one out, it's pretty cool. And look, he's got 5 followers. Give him a follow.
Yeah. Seriously.
One press. Oh, yeah. See, it didn't. But if I refresh. Oh, maybe. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, number 1 for Flux and Celebrity. Turn off X and Triple X. I mean, they are off right now for the stream, but. And Goose Ambush, yeah. Okay, so I think I'm going to start wrapping up then. Unless there's anything you guys want to plug.
No, but I have to
Besides
say
the weekend.
I have to say one thing though. Neuschwanstein.
There you go.
I also kind of have to say something. If you're running out of buzz, if you see the top icon with a badge there next to the Civitai logo, the icon might change for you. Sometimes it's flying money. Sometimes it's a heart. You can click that and support the site and get cool badges every month. You also get an additional buzz that you can use however you want. That being Kling, Flux, or training LoRa's.
Training Hanyon and WAN soon.
Yeah.
And VIP support. Okay.
That is an option.
Yeah.
If you don't want to, freely react to people or, get random tips from your models that you don't have because you can't afford to upload one, that's one method of getting buzz.
You made him very happy. Okay, yeah. you've sold a subscription there, Daz. Good job. We'll stay afloat another month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Don't mail money to Ali. That's a scam. Give us the money. Give Civitai the money.
Yeah. Ali keeps it all for himself.
Yeah, he's got the Lambo.
Definitely.
100%.
All right. Well, hope everybody has a great weekend, and looking forward to doing some more training streams, and maybe illustrious, some video, some not video streams. Can you share a checkpoint? I mean, you can post them, you can share them all you want. Right on. So thanks again both for joining on, and hope everybody has a good weekend. It's looking really nice and sunny here, so hopefully, well, if you like sun, hopefully you get sun. If you don't like sun, hopefully you get some rain. Yeah, the bikini moment was quite nice. All right.